Welcome back to the channel, guys. We are back to work on the 2022 MV Agusta. Finally separated the frame and the top and bottom triple tree from the forks and the front wheel. We removed a bunch of front end components, including the headlight, and man, this sucker is actually pretty heavy. Now we're gonna strip down what's left on the front forks and wheel, and I am waiting on a special MV tool to get this top triple tree out, and I'm in need of a 12-point socket for this front axle. Then we're gonna move on to some more parts over there. Let's get to work. Well, we removed the front forks from the carbon wheel, which is a little crispy down there. Opened more parts from our second massive box over there, and they're all for the rear. I showed you a sneak peek of the rear swing arm. Man, that thing is beautiful when it's brand new. Just check out the condition that one is in. The whole top of it is gone like you saw previously. So that's exciting. Lots of frame and swing arm components. But then I tried to clean the front forks, and I used oven cleaner on these forks. Well, turns out, little did I know, these ohlins forks are anodized, not paint, not powder coated, and I used oven cleaner. And funny enough, oven cleaner actually strips the anodized coating off of the metal, which is why I completely ruined the coating on these forks. When I put the oven cleaner on these forks and let them sit, it just ate away at that anodized coating, making them look just terrible. And after the first coat, it was too late. They'd already been ruined. And I used oven cleaner for all of the burnt material on them, and so far all the burnt material is off. There's no way I can let these slide in this type of condition, so we ended up taking them apart. We are just under 1.5 cups of fork oil, so we'll need to get some more and top it up, make sure we have the correct amount in these forks. Most of it dumped on the ground and on me. Main purpose of doing all this was to remove the outer shell so I could completely expose the anodized finish, strip all of the previous anodization off of it, and re-anodize the whole piece. Man, I'm getting sick of saying that word. I do love seeing the intricate components that you really never see. So let's finish completely disassembling the outer portion of the fork and move on to the left fork. All right, the head is about ready to come off and we're learning how to anodize. Like you guys saw previously, we took apart both of the ohlins shocks, especially made for MV, and they were actually really simple to take apart. So that brings us to this. I did some research and this Zepp Industrial Purple Degreaser absolutely eats the anodize off of metals. And this is some heavy duty strength stuff. It's actually supposed to be reduced, but I'm just using it straight. It's stripping the anodized finish off of the forks, and I'll show you in a minute, they're not gold anymore. Let's lift it up. It should be a completely different color. Oh my goodness, look at that. It's gray. It's completely gray now. That is actually a pretty sweet color. All the gold anodized finish has been stripped off of these forks. And there you can see the finish is coming right off. It is back to the original aluminum color. I wish it was that gray. That kind of looked cool, but it actually is pretty dirty. Now, I called around to a few shops to try and get those forks re-anodized gold. And funny enough, smaller shops don't have that color gold or a glossy finish called bright dip, which is needed for my forks because they come glossy from the factory. And a lot of larger shops that do carry this gold color and the bright dip said, sorry, we don't anodize just 2 pieces, we anodize thousands at a time. So they couldn't help me out. So I'm still looking for a shop to anodize these pieces. I need a type 3 gold anodized finish along with a bright dip finish after the anodization, or however you say that word. This anodizing stuff is pretty cool, and I didn't even realize that I have it on pretty much all my bikes. Let it finish up. We got all the head bolts removed, all 12 of them to be exact. They're different colors. These two are like a light bronze. The 4 middles are silver. 3 outside ones are black. They're charcoal. They're probably actually silver. These 2 in the rear, because these ones are actually silver, located back here and back here. They were very easy to remove, meaning the torque on them was definitely not as much as the rest of the head bolts. We also removed the washer underneath each of the bolts, or caps. Let's try to do my best and remove the head. Well, no success getting this dash apart. It's just way too melted down there, and I don't want to ruin this thing like I did the Yamaha R1M dash. I still got faith that this sucker will power right up once we plug a harness into it. 4 tiny little screws at each corner with a rubber grommet over each of them. And yep, ECU is not savable. Those connectors just melted to the motherboard, and the edge of the motherboard got burned. A few of those black boxes have shifted over right on the corner there. But hey, that's pretty cool. Finished up cleaning both of the fork tubes. Hopefully we can get these anodized, or else I guess I'm running bare aluminum. That's gonna be it for tonight, guys. We're just about ready to make this thing actually look like a bike now. We'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya. A little fun fact for any of you MV Brutale owners out there. On the head gasket, sandwiched between the 2 engine blocks, is a number. Mine is 0.7. That is the head gasket thickness that I need for this bike. Online, as you can see here, there are 3 different options: 0.5, 0.7, and 0.9. So that's where I figured out what size I need.